Was he a holy man, a prophet, or a manipulative charlatan? The figure of Grigory Rasputin remains one of history's most perplexing enigmas. His presence at the heart of the Russian imperial court just before its dramatic collapse defies easy explanation. What did a typical day look like for this peasant mystic who held such sway over the most powerful family in Russia? His life was a bizarre tapestry woven with prayer, prophecy, scandal, and relentless intrigue. Rasputin's mornings often began late, after nights of revelry or intense spiritual sessions. He rarely adhered to the strict schedules of the aristocracy, preferring his own erratic rhythm. Yet, even in his unconventional habits, there was a calculated mystique. He might spend hours in solitary prayer or receive early petitioners seeking his blessings or intercession. These were not just common folk, but often high-ranking officials and desperate socialites, all drawn by his reputation for miraculous healing and uncanny insight. His personal hygiene was notoriously poor, a stark contrast to the opulent surroundings of the Romanov palace. This disregard for convention only added to his mystique, presenting him as a man above earthly concerns, or perhaps simply a cunning opportunist. The true power of Rasputin's day lay in his access to the imperial family, particularly Empress Alexandra. His ability to seemingly alleviate the suffering of the Tsarevich Alexei, who suffered from hemophilia, cemented his position. These daily visits were not mere formalities. They were intimate sessions where Rasputin would offer spiritual guidance, political advice, and often cryptic prophecies. The Empress, desperate for her son's health, hung on his every word. His influence extended beyond the Tsarevich's health. He began to meddle in state affairs, recommending appointments and dismissals, often based on personal whims or the pleas of his numerous followers. This direct line to the throne bypassed traditional channels entirely. Afternoons often saw Rasputin holding court in his own apartment or at the homes of his wealthy admirers. He would receive a constant stream of visitors, from social climbers to genuine seekers of spiritual solace. He dispensed blessings, offered advice, and sometimes demanded favors. His charisma was undeniable, a potent mix of peasant earthiness and perceived spiritual power that captivated many even as it repulsed others. Whispers of his strange habits and alleged debauchery circulated widely. Yet, for those who believed in his powers, these rumors were merely the slander of jealous enemies, further proof of his unique, almost divine nature. As dusk fell, Rasputin's day often transitioned into the notorious nights that fueled his legend. He frequented bathhouses, restaurants, and private gatherings, often drinking heavily and engaging in boisterous, sometimes scandalous behavior. These escapades, far from diminishing his standing with the Empress, were often dismissed by her as the harmless eccentricities of a holy man. To the public, however, they painted a picture of a corrupt and dangerous influence. The paranoia within the Romanov court grew with each passing day. Rasputin's presence was a constant source of tension, a symbol of the monarchy's perceived weakness and susceptibility to bizarre influences. A day in the life of Rasputin was a chaotic blend of the sacred and the profane, the spiritual and the deeply political. He was a man who defied categorization, a peasant who wielded imperial power. His story remains a chilling testament to the fragility of power and the seductive allure of the mystical. Was he a saint, a charlatan, or something far more complex? The mystery of Grigory Rasputin endures, a dark shadow over the final days of Imperial Russia.